Alright everybody, back on my Andromeda. This is the start of part 5. Last weekend I took it down to the spray booth and I hit it with some primer, applied a little bit of paint to the bridge. Next step is to mount the two bottom small engines like I have on the top here. They're sitting right here. They both have a 5mm flickering LED on the inside. This small tank, or whatever this is on the Andromeda, you can see the seam line. I'm going to have to clean that up. The other one turned out pretty decent. So I'm going to be working tonight, maybe mounting the two small engines to the bottom of the Andromeda and working on this little tank here, or whatever it may be, on the ship. Almost looks like an engine, but who knows what it could be. That's what I'll be working on, is this seam right here. Like I said, here's the two little small engines for the bottom of the Andromeda, and I already have the 5mm flickering LEDs on the inside. So they're ready to be mounted. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here on the Andromeda, and figured I'd share this with everybody, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, back on my Andromeda. I've been working on the lower engines. I mounted the engines on the lower hull of the Andromeda, and I applied some perfect plastic putty. I cleaned up the seams. So this is ready for a second coat of primer. I got all the wire tucked away. Cleaned up this engine, or whatever this is. It goes down here on the bottom of the Andromeda. I cleaned up the seam, sanded it, and applied the perfect plastic putty. This is ready for a second coat of primer. Of course, this is the base for the kit. I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use this part right here. It would mount. Get this together again. Alright, come on. Okay, it mounts up here. But I have a base already made up, so I'm not going to use the base that came with the kit. This will go on the bottom here, and it supports it pretty well. As you can see, I'll have the wire running through. I'm going to have to drill a hole through the top there where it goes in for the wiring, and I'll also have to drill a hole right here where my finger is for the wire to run through. Here's a couple characters that come with the kit. I'm gonna paint those and apply it onto the base. This is basically the switched on and off switch for the Andromeda, because it would normally run off of here's the battery compartment. It would probably run off of, looks like AA batteries, but I'm going to run it off of 12 volts. So that's what I've been doing with the Andromeda this weekend, is working on the lower engines, applying the putty, cleaning the seams up. Same with this part here. Maybe tomorrow I'll take it down to the spray booth and apply another coat of primer. I figured I'd share this with everybody, what I'm doing with the Andromeda, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, back on my Andromeda. What I'm working on tonight, I decided to close the lower and upper hull, put it together. I got all the wire wired up, looks like a bunch of spaghetti. I got my positive and negative all together, and I only have these two wires, positive and negative, running through this hole down here, and everything should power up just fine. I got my glue gun warming up, because I'm going to glue a lot of these wires down in place. So I have all the resistors on, everything's ready to go. So before too late tonight, I should have this upper part wired up or glued to the bottom of the Andromeda, and then I'll hook it up to some power and see what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here to finish this up. I figured I'd share this with everybody, what I'm doing with the Andromeda, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, back on the Andromeda. I just have it temporarily together. It's not glued. Everything else is. This is just sitting on top of the lower hull. I got it hooked up to some power. So I'm going to go ahead and turn some power on. I have it at 9 volts. Turn the overhead light off. Turn this around a little bit. Everybody can get a look at it. There's the 5 engines that will flicker. Looks pretty good. Everything's working fine. Turn it around. Get a front view. You can see the bridge looks pretty cool. And the 2 5mm LEDs I have for the energy beam that comes out of the front. I don't have no board for it, so it's just going to light up like it is now. You can see the bridge. I'm going to go ahead and bump it up to 12. That's at 12 volts. Get a shot of the rear again. Looking real good. Closer shot. So the next step I'm going to do is glue the lower and upper hull together tonight. Then I'll call it a wrap on this part of it. So I figured I'd share this with everybody, what I'm doing with the Andromeda. And everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, one more last look on the inside of the Andromeda before I seal it up. Show everybody what I did. For the front, I got 2 5mm standard white LEDs. The rear, I have a 5mm flickering white LED. On a bridge up in here, I have a 805 SMD to light up the bridge. I have everything glued down with heat glue. It's all secure. I have the 2 main wires running through, the positive and negative, which is right here. I'm going to use Tester's glue, what I've been using on most of my kits. And I have this little tip here that goes on the end. I'll mount that here in a minute, and I'm going to seal this up. So I figured I'd give everybody another last look at the inside with all the wiring and the resistors. So I'm going to get started here, close this up. Figured I'd share this with everybody, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on my Andromeda. Today I'm working on the seams, cleaning those up, both sides of the Andromeda. Try to smooth out the seams the best I can. These parts here, I'm going to apply also today on the Andromeda. I cleaned up the spots where they mount with some acetone. So I'm going to go ahead and keep working on this Andromeda. Wanted to share this with everybody. Another update on the Andromeda. And everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, back on my Andromeda. I've been working on this on and off all weekend. I applied some more parts. I applied this part here, same for the opposite side. Same with this part on both sides. These two parts right here on both sides, and the top part right here, I applied the two on the bottom. You can see right there. I did some sand work and putty, smoothed the seams out. Hopefully by next weekend I'll take it down to the spray booth and hit it with another coat of primer, and then hopefully start painting on the Andromeda. I want to possibly do the bottom in Hall Red. The rear engine here I just have it temporarily on, it's not glued on yet. Same with the front. I'm going to go ahead and put some power on, kill the overhead light. It's looking pretty good. Engine shot right here. Looks pretty cool. I'll turn this around so we can get a look at the front. Let's just do this. There's a shot of the bridge. The front. Pretty bright. Good shot right there. Close up. Same with the bridge. Turn this around. I got it set at 9 volts. I'll bump it up to 12. That's 12 volts. Let's turn this around. With a shot of the engines. Looks pretty cool. Well, I'm going to call this a wrap for part 5 on the Andromeda build. Figured I'd share this with everybody. Thank everybody for watching, and everybody have a good day.